right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our August forecast. I'm Heidi.
And I'm Ty.
Let's start from August 1st. That was the Cazimi. That was
10 degrees Aquarius?
10 degrees of Leo. The Cazimi
Leo.
was at 10 degrees.
I'm thinking of the opposition with the Saturn.
Oh, God.
Story of my life.
So, did anything happen for you for the Cazimi?
Yes, I did go to a Leonine birthday party. It was a lot of fun. Water slide about 30 feet tall, sliding down. And, it was a lot of fun. We actually had a live singer that day.
Okay,
kind of like
that's Leo.
Performing for everyone,
of course.
as they do. They did it alone. And it was very much like a one-man band kind of situation. And it was cool, though. I was living for
fun.
it. It was
That's
very,
fun.
like, Cazimi.
Also, I was going to say, was there any Saturn opposition that day for you? Or was it the solo performer being the Saturn opposition?
You know, my Saturn, I try to set those limitations for myself, those restrictions.
Yeah.
I showed up to the party saying, you know what? I'm not going to drink.
Okay.
I have work tomorrow.
Wow.
That was my Saturn.
Wow. Did
No.
you?
Didn't last very long.
Okay.
I showed up, just a great host of a Mexican family. They're like, we're doing tequila, we're doing shots,
can't
you
say
get
no.
margaritas. Yeah, we're doing tacos. If you have tacos, you gotta have a margarita.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And that's how Uranus is just gonna be throwing the wrench into your plans.
Oh
you know,
my God.
you just gotta
and
be ready to roll the punches.
Saturn.
Yeah.
And Saturn. Following the rules. And so the next day, were you hungover?
Oh my God. The next day, I'm literally listening to the Cazimi podcast of Chris Brennan, and he's talking about how like it goes inside the heart of the sun and then just bursts into flames and begins anew. And I'm like laying on the ground. Oh my God. Crack. And just like hating my life, sweating, like drinking water, like
Chugging.
up the ass. I was putting it.
Saturn's consequences.
Yes. Oh, I was dealing with consequences that Monday. And the moon day of everything.
Oh my goodness.
You know.
So Cazimi will generally bring news. It will bring a death and a rebirth.
Oh, a death and a rebirth. I think what's crucial about that is like the switching from the morning star to the evening star.
Absolutely.
Don't you think? And there's something to be lost, but there's also something to be gained. You know?
The solar phase says a lot, definitely.
Exactly.
So we saw that in our Gemini and our Virgo houses for sure. And then
How was your Cazimi? What did you do for the?
I didn't.
Did shit explode?
I felt a lot of Saturn because
Yeah.
technically it was on my North Node. Saturn was on my North Node, so
Ugh.
I had plans. I had exciting Cazimi plans. I did a lot of stuff behind the scenes, a lot of prep.
Yeah.
But when it came down to when I was supposed to actually do the thing, it didn't happen. So Saturn came through for me, but as expected when
On
it's
those restrictions real quick and those limitations. This is about all I can do.
exactly. So that was what we saw for the beginning of the month, and
I've heard that's been pretty intense for Virgos too.
Oh, yes.
If you're a Virgo rising and Mercury's your ruling planet and
Yes.
it just got combust, the sun, sorry about it.
that was your death and rebirth. And Gemini risings as well. Then after the Cazimi, we had Mercury squaring Uranus. We had maybe some breakdowns, maybe some breakthroughs.
Yeah. Some breakdowns and some breakthroughs were there. Definitely. Like when I say I'm not going to drink, I'm not going to drink next time. I have work the next day, you know.
Especially with Mercury just having its Cazimi. That big Uranus square was probably...
And that Uranus square, I feel like, is a topic that's just going to keep coming up this
yeah.
month. And not just the Cazimi, but also with these lunations and Aquarius and in Leo. You're going to be seeing two different ends, you know, of the same spectrum there.
Exactly.
So probably some great breakthroughs, you said, and also some great breakdowns. They're coming.
Exactly. You need to break down to break through.
Yes, you do.
Especially, so this is Mercury, so it's in regards to maybe something, understanding something, or maybe communicating something.
Singing something. You're a one-man band.
Yes.
You're out there.
Traveling, possibly, which is what you did yesterday to get here.
Yeah.
And technology. We are surrounded by technology.
Technology I've never even seen before.
So, up next, we will have on August 6th, Sun square Uranus. So August 3rd, when Mercury squares Uranus, you're kind of thinking about it. You're talking about it. And then August 6th,
you're like, what am I going to do about
the
that?
Sun squares Uranus. And the Sun is about shifting direction.
Yeah, gear change.
Gear change. I like that. That's good. And then on August 8th, we have our first lunation of the month. We have a new moon in Leo.
New beginnings. Here we are.
16-degree Leo. But it'll be squaring Uranus, so we still have surprises, innovation, uniqueness, maybe autonomy, finding independence, finding freedom.
Oh, most definitely.
It's
Yeah.
trying Chiron. The fuck? The fuck? Oops. The fuck? When do I say Chiron?
I've never heard you say Chiron in my life.
Okay, it's trine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because trine. I said trine.
Chiron.
Chiron. Trine Chiron. So we got some personal wounds. We got some maybe helping others with their issues. And it's still opposite Saturn. I would say that this month is a big highlight on the overarching yearly theme of the Saturn-Uranus square.
Yes.
So we're touching on a lot of that this month.
Because you have these two outer planets that are going to be in these signs for quite some time. You got Saturn probably clocking in like 3 years in Aquarius. And then I can't remember the last time Uranus wasn't in Taurus. So, they're going to be talking to each other for a while.
I remember
We won't bring that
day Uranus went into Taurus, but we won't. That's another video.
It's a whole another video.
So August 8th, we will see a new moon with some Uranus vibes. But that'll be a dark moon. Good time to plant your seeds.
Start those seeds. I got my little grow house starting at home right now. I've planted some roses.
Oh my god,
I can't wait to see what they look like.
Where did you plant them?
I have a little cedar at home.
Oh, perfect.
And it's like just to get them going.
Yes,
and then
I
from
think
there
I've seen
you
that
could
before.
Yes.
Like on your windowsill,
yes.
of? And then the day after the new moon, we have on August 9th, we have Venus opposing Neptune, which is always fun for the mutables.
A Venus-Neptune opposition. That's gonna that's a tale as old as time. I feel like
start singing Beauty and the Beast right now, dude. Right? That's Venus opposite Neptune.
It's the dream of how like idyllic it could be, and Venus on the completely other side. Yeah, just
your fantasy right here. Your fantasies, your illusions, delusions. Okay, but it's an opposition. Yeah. But it's an opposition.
So what you want opposite to the desire, opposite to the idyllic dream of
oh my
what
god.
it could
So what's the
be.
word for that? What's the word for that? Like longing.
Yeah.
A very longing.
Longing is a great word because oppositions are like the longest.
Yes. And you can't can't reach. You can't get it. You just look at it.
The long con.
You can just see it from far away. So dreamy fantasies or noticing and catching on to dreamy fantasies, disillusionment, deception, lies.
Not getting what you want, but probably being in the right space to get what you need in that situation.
August 10th, Mercury opposes Jupiter. The two opposite planets. Yeah. I don't necessarily
We're getting a lot of opposition early in the month.
Yes, there's a lot of this or that.
Yeah.
Not both.
Pick.
Yeah, you
There's no. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
No.
This isn't the month for that.
One direction. But maybe you see some bold statements or announcements in the media, possibly proclamations. I don't know. I don't know why we're in the 1700s.
I love
now.
a proclamation. Oh my gosh.
We don't like proclamations.
2021. Let's get a proclamation.
We don't like proclamations. We don't like treaties. We take all that back.
Yeah. We don't like treaties.
No. Announcements.
Yeah.
I predict announcements.
Yeah.
For
sure.
I predict some...
With it being in Leo, too, the Mercury opposition.
Yes.
So it's going to be public.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
there's probably, things brought to the stage.
The opposition is at 28 degrees. We're in a malefic term here.
I love a malefic term. So it'll probably be news you don't want to hear. That's probably going to be contrary to the Neptune. Or to the...
Yeah, to the Venus-Neptune thing the day before.
Exactly.
Although it is Jupiter. So it could be promises that are not going to get kept.
Empty promises.
Oh,
what a time to be alive.
Hot air.
Hot air is perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
So Mercury will be at 29 degrees because it moves into Virgo. In other news, it moves into Virgo August 11th. We have an ingress, and Virgos and Geminis are going to love that.
Yeah. That's another difference I see too from the two lunations from the earlier in the month to the later, as all those ingresses coming later on. So what starts with the Leonine energy really goes into that more Virgoan, more Venusian with the Libra aspects.
That's true. We have a big shift Big energy shift
About halfway through.
from our Leo house to our Virgo house.
Yeah.
So
Fully.
that will be noticeable if we know our charts.
Mm-hmm.
So Gemini and Virgo placements will definitely
Mm-hmm.
start feeling better, start feeling more like themselves, especially Virgos. Virgos
Yeah.
are really going to enjoy this because they had a rough beginning of August.
Beginning.
And people with Mercury as their Time Lord are going to enjoy this.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm ready to not be
Yes.
combust.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Ready
gosh.
to
Yeah.
be in domicile.
Yeah.
I would like to go home.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot here.
Because Mercury right now in this condition.
Yeah.
I remember 2 years ago my Mercury perfection year I had, a Mercury year I was in, and the last Cazimi happened. Driving my car, engine explodes.
Oh no! That was a Cazimi?
Yeah, it was a Cazimi. I didn't explode.
It was combust. I bet you it was combust. It wasn't Cazimi.
It
wasn't
like,
within 15 minutes. Okay,
yeah,
it was
no,
combust.
truly, it was combust. It was definitely within the 3 degree orb.
Oh, yeah, the hottest.
But
The
it didn't
hottest.
explode, but I was driving on the freeway and it started smoking and my
That's
light came on. It's like,
combust.
you're overheating.
You combust.
Pull over. Yeah. Shit'll combust. Shit'll burn out.
Wow.
So I feel for those Mercury risings.
Oh God! And so also our Gemini and Virgo houses in our chart get a boost.
Oh, yes,
They
can't
can
wait for that.
they finally get some control.
Mm-hmm.
Finally get some control. So we had a first busy 10, 11 days,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have a little bit of a break. And we get to have nothing happen for like 4
a little
days.
void of coarseness, which is great. A little breather.
Take a break, get used to the change that happened,
Mm-hmm.
and then we get smacked with Venus entering Libra. I say
Yes.
get smacked, but maybe on the ass.
It's almost like a coming home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
good smack.
It's a good smack. Like coming to a friend's house and they smack you on the ass.
Yeah,
like, welcome
exactly.
home, bitch.
Yes, exactly.
You made it. A whole fucking trip around this damn zodiac.
I guess if it's Virgo, it'd be like kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Totally. Mars isn't there.
Yeah, exactly.
Mars, yeah, slap it on the ass.
Oh my God.
No, a little kiss on the cheek. A little French little.
Exactly. Something classy,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Venus and Libra keeping it classy for sure.
Venus comes home to its clean house. It smells good. Blankets
smells
folded.
Phenomenal.
Everything
Organized.
beautiful. Yes.
Yeah. Picturesque.
Yes. And so Taurus and Libra placements will definitely start to feel better, more like themselves.
Venus as your ruling planet. I mean, you're welcome. This
Yes.
is going to just help you.
Exactly.
You're in a Venus perfection year. Good luck.
Oh
I mean,
my God.
That's good. That's great.
That is good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Venus perfection year. If Venus is your Time Lord, you're going to really enjoy
it.
this.
Soak it up. Do something. Take a spa day.
Universe will be on your side for a little while.
Yeah.
I would even be so bold to say.
The stars are ever in your favor.
Yeah,
out
that's
there.
good. That's good. The stars are in your flavor. They're in your
I
flavor.
like flavor better. For Venus, you know, just like eating and like.
It's not Taurus. It's Libra.
Yeah. So it's more like the idea, not necessarily like the physical thing, but like.
It would look really cute in pictures.
Yes, the idea of it is like better than sometimes the actual thing.
Yeah, exactly. So those houses.
That's gonna be a great ingress.
Oh
I'm
my
looking
God.
forward to that.
It's going into my 12th house.
That's August 16th.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
August 16th.
Right in the middle of the year.
And
Little
then-
month. Oh dear.
Right in the middle of the month. Okay, and so our Taurus and Libra houses will get a boost. Anybody with placements in those houses is going to enjoy that. And in other news, on August 18th, Mercury conjoins Mars.
Again, I feel like where there was that break for Virgo risings and like the Mercury rule, there'll be a brief, a little bit of stress, some stressors, some aggression.
Yes,
you know.
although we are in Virgo, so Mercury has the upper hand, you're still conjoining a malefic. You're still going to feel a challenge or
totally.
confrontation.
Especially probably more vocally
Oh,
with
yes.
other people. You know, it's kind of the Mercury aspect
Also,
coming in.
a very decisive. Very,
Yeah, like pick and choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very specific with Mars in Virgo there. So our Virgo house might be faced with a confrontation, a decision, or maybe some person that is annoying.
Yeah. Test of patience.
Oh,
I can
yes.
see that.
Oh,
Oh my
definitely.
gosh. You
Good
have
point.
you have a bad customer? You ever had to be nice to a mean customer?
Yeah, there you
There's
go.
a conjunction.
There you go. Yes. Accident prone also. I just want to say,
Ever stubbed your toe?
Yeah, stub your toe,
Yeah.
burn your fingers, cut
Yeah.
yourself, drop a crock pot on your foot, anything.
Accident or swear and where there's little ears around.
Oh,
you know, I
geez.
feel like that's like a Mercury, Mars
God.
and Virgo.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking of my husband who has Mars and Virgo natally
Oh,
and
yes.
hasn't stopped cussing since the day I met him.
Oh, yes, I relate. I relate to that as a Mercury Mars.
Yes.
combo.
Oh, fully.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I think I have to swear in front of children.
Yeah.
Like, I would
Like,
physically.
this is what you have to look
I
forward
would-
to, little
I would
fuckers.
I'd physically perish if I had to say darn instead of damn.
Yeah. Oh, my
That
God.
just makes
Yeah.
bad.
And August 19th is going to be a big day for us, too, with the sun opposite Jupiter at 24 degrees Aquarius. Kind of a day for really bold action and kind of like speaking to like the expansion that those two planets, you know, bring to the chart.
And on the same day, the main
The
event.
Uranus station. Oh my gosh, the day the Earth stood still.
Yes, Uranus Stations
Yeah.
retrograde at 14 degrees Taurus. So fixed signs, something will expand and shift.
Yeah, there's a definite shift, I think, in the way that things expand.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like, you feel like you were growing a certain way, and then not only do you have this opposition between the sun and Jupiter, but then to have Uranus say, okay, stop.
Yes.
Let's go back.
So we're having a big
Yeah.
shift in that Taurus house.
Yeah.
Big shift backwards.
Let's not expand that way. Let's kind of like more like reflect and say expand
Yes.
inward.
I like retrogrades as internal a lot of
Yes.
the time.
Yes.
Where you've been going a certain way and you did that, you got the
it was
information.
external. You did the thing.
Yeah.
You got the notes.
Yeah, exactly.
Cliff notes from
Come
it.
back in and let it simmer.
Yeah. And then the retrograde's like, how did that make me feel?
Yeah,
Ugh.
exactly.
know?
exactly. So a big shift in our Taurus house. Tauruses will feel this. The fixed signs will feel this.
Especially if it's, you know, on an angle for you.
And you?
And right, not to bring it up.
Fixed
But that-
risings. Woo! We're feeling it.
Yeah. No, that's an angular retrograde for sure.
Yes.
And it makes it a little bit more potent.
Potent. Yeah, more Uranus in Taurus story. We are
Yeah.
tired of it.
I feel also like there is maybe an aspect to like the way we approach like environmental issues here
Ooh,
with the way Uranus is in Taurus and Earth sign.
Yes.
More like a fixed Earth of how do we keep it, you know, like
Right.
a fixed Earth, the sustainability, kind of speaking a little bit more towards like the the Mars and Virgo even with like a slight trine, sign-based trine between them.
Yeah.
Of like how are we going to keep this sustainable? Why are we going in the wrong direction? What can we do to
I wonder if there will be an announcement of some kind where it has to do with that because
Yeah.
we've seen so many
all these fires.
global warming
Yeah.
issues that we have our blinders on about, or not we, I guess we as a people
Yeah.
do not have our blinders on, but the media and government does
Yeah.
for sure. So I wonder if there'll be an announcement in that
Yeah.
in some way.
I want to see like Greta Gerwig out there on the main stage and want to be like, I want you to be furious.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need that.
I want some Greta Gerwig this
That'd be
month.
good. That'd be good. Sun opposite Jupiter could bring that for us.
Fully.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Cool.
And which brings us to the full moon.
August 22nd.
Oh,
we
man.
have a full moon at 29 degrees
Yeah.
Aquarius in the morning.
Another end of, like the end of the sign in the 29th degree, the astrologer's favorite degree.
The malefic degrees. So the last degrees of a sign are always really intense. So
Because you either get Saturn or you get Mars as
Yes.
your lord there. for
what's
the
really
term.
interesting about today too is we have the full moon and the sun enters Virgo
Yeah.
because it's at the 29th degree.
29th degree.
So it's a busy day. It's a
a
busy
lot
couple days.
ending. And when things end, it feels busy because it's like you have to
Yes.
put your
Finish it up.
all of it into
Yes.
it. Exactly.
Finish it up. Get it
Like,
together.
Whereas like starting something's fun, it's
Yes.
exciting, there's no rush. Ending something, you're like, I have a deadline.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to be there at this time, finish it. There's more of a like a necessity to
Exactly.
to finish
and
things out.
you got to finish it and then gear up for the next thing.
Gear up for
So
the
it's
shit.
a lot.
Yeah, at this like the same time you're trying to end something at the same time trying to think of what you're going to be starting next.
I really enjoy this full moon in Aquarius versus the last full moon in Aquarius. It's like it's going to be part 2 because this is the second lunation in Aquarius. The first one was July 23rd. The
Yes.
first one was July 23rd and it was conjoined Saturn. So a lot
Thanks.
darker, a lot heavier. I should
Saturn
say
has
heavier.
a way to turn the lights off.
Yeah, we turn the lights
Things.
off. We like the color black.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Very heavy.
Yes. So this is part 2 of that. It'll probably feel a bit better than the last full moon in Aquarius.
Jupiter helping out.
Jupiter helping, even if Jupe's not
But
in.
there's a retrograde too to both of them.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably gonna flavor a little bit too, where it's like
That's
we're not moving forward. There's some things we gotta fix as
Yeah.
we're moving backwards.
Exactly. That same day, the sun enters Virgo, like you said. Things end and then begin.
Things are beginning.
Virgo is a mutable sign. So they end and begin and end and begin. That's like what mutable signs do. So when the sun enters Virgo on August 22nd, the plot shift. We have a plot shift. The sun, a lot of the
Virgo
time.
season.
Oh, yeah. The sun, a lot of the time, represents the plot. And so when the sun moves, the plot shifts.
Oh,
and
the
our
plot thickens. Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
Is the Virgo house thick?
I mean, it depends on what you have in your Virgo.
Voluptuous.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. The plot shifts either
There's
way.
definitely a shift.
Focus into the Virgo house. So wherever Virgo is in your chart, will have a lot more illumination.
True.
So Virgo is my 11th house. What is your house?
My
Virgo?
second house.
Your second house. Okay. So
give me that money, honey.
Yeah, money and friends. My rich friends.
Yes. Gemini is my 11th, so it's again
That's
tying
so
you in with
funny.
the Mercury.
That's so
We're having
funny.
fun.
Yes, we are. So Virgos will feel this.
Yeah. Major energy shift.
Also, Leo risings will feel this.
People with in a Mercury perfection year will feel
Yes.
this. Like it's the sun brings a lot of energy and vitality wherever he goes. So you have, even if you have planets in this particular area of your chart, it's just going to bring light to them and kind of show what needs to be done in that area of your life, depending on what house it is.
Exactly. And the new host of the season will be Mercury.
Yes.
So the sun moves into
New
Mercury's
seasonal
house.
host.
And so now Mercury will have a lot more of effect on everybody.
Yeah. Yes.
So during Virgo season, the sun is descending to the equinox.
Yeah, we're losing light.
And so we might feel a little more anxious during Virgo season, a little more high energy in the brain specifically.
Yeah.
A little more worried.
A little bit more of like kind of like that reflecting coming in, a little bit more of that dark time
Preparing.
as like the time change comes and you know all that.
Preparing. So that's why Virgos are so efficient, organized. They're always preparing for the end.
Yeah, preparing for the end of time. Oh, if I had a nickel. So on August 24th, we have Mercury opposite Neptune over in Pisces at 22 degrees. Yes. It's a good time for that creativity to kind of start flowing and have those more mercurial concepts kind of connect with those more Neptune ones of the dream and be able to vocalize them and speak to them of what you want to get done or where you see yourself in that particular time.
The flip side of that is facts become foggy. Clouded messages.
Yes.
Confusion.
Hearing two different sides to the same story.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's an opposition.
That's an opposition.
With Mercury.
Where you're talking, like, especially probably talking to someone else who probably doesn't have the same political view or opinion as what you're saying. Yeah. And
So,
it's like you're trying to say what you're thinking.
Yeah.
But then they're coming at you with this Neptune idea of what you could have been saying.
Exactly.
And
Deceptive communication.
Yes.
Twisting of words.
Where the dream can kind of turn into a disillusion.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
that's where an opposition with the nature of Saturn is going to bring a little heaviness.
And the other side of that would be spirituality, mysticism, yoga, anything that brings you inward.
Correct.
Could be heightened then. And on August 29th, we have Mercury entering Libra. Another shift for Mercury.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And it's going to be in there at the same time as Venus.
Oh,
right?
yes.
So they'll be co-present.
They are now co-present, or they will be co-present.
Venus or Mercury showing up to Venus's house, and Venus is already there.
Yes,
and
Venus.
she's like has a full pot of tea on the kettle.
yeah.
She's cooked. She's ready. She's ready for guests. I've been expecting you.
She has shit to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Also.
She has tea to spill.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, they're gonna have a great time.
So Taurus and Libra placements will feel this shift, and as well as Virgo and Gemini, because we got a mixture of Mercury and Venus. So Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Libra will all feel this shift, and it will be a good shift.
Yeah.
Unless you have malefics in that house, but generally it will be a good shift. More social,
More social,
more,
for sure.
more pleasant.
More just kind of like, so you say social.
Yeah,
I'm going to say a different way of social, but social.
But also, it's less busy. It's
Yeah.
still social, but it's like...
But it's like you're doing things you want to do. You're seeing the people you want to see.
Exactly.
You're not, running out.
It's just not running around doing chores. Like, you're, you're like, doing shit you want to do.
Probably a friend that you haven't seen in a long time.
Exactly.
Going into the same house.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what Mercury's ingress is.
I'm probably having those, I can see like those maybe heart-to-heart conversations. You know, like Mercury talking to Venus and like saying like, what do you desire? Like, what's this house all about? Tell me your decoration style.
That's a good point.
What are you bringing to the table?
That's a good point.
So probably some collabs, you know?
Collabs, definitely.
Yeah, I would love a music collab with certain artists. I have my eyes on.
Oh, yeah. That would be a dream.
That'd be a good time to drop something.
We know you all have astrologers.
I know.
We
know Beyonce's working with an astrologer, honey.
Lil Nas X, we know.
Astrologer.
Ariana,
facts.
We know.
Yeah.
We know. So Libra, our Libra house is getting a big boost. A big boost.
Huge.
Flirty energy.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of flirting. Don't get yourself in trouble.
Don't be sending nudes out.
All right, and that's all we have for you for the August forecast.
You guys be safe out there. Enjoy those ingresses.
And we are signing off.
Bye now.
Bye now.
And that's all we have time for.
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
What do they say in the news? I don't watch the news.
Yeah, how does the news end?
Signing off.
Signing off.
Okay, okay.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
No! But that's Anchorman shit, dude.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Okay. Now I can't stop laughing.